Welcome to Tunachiki's Africa React. I'm your host, Mikey Mushi, and this is a show where we go online and react to viral videos concerning the African continent. Today's video, we will be reacting to the Israeli senior diplomat getting kicked out of the African Union session. Before we do that, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It's the best way to let YouTube know this is a good video, and it will recommend it to more like-minded people like you. So let's get to the reaction quickly, and we'll explain why this person was kicked out, why they shouldn't have been there in the first place to begin with, and why it's a bigger problem of the African Union that things like this can actually happen in 2023. Okay, so let's check out the video. Yeah, so that's the reaction. Just to recap, that's Israeli Ambassador Sharon Bali, who was kicked out of the African Union Summit session, right? Because Israel had been revoked the observer status to the United Nations. Yeah, so let me give you a bit of background so you understand a bit of how the African Union works, right? So it's okay for African Union to have observers. These are strategic partners. So a few observers in the AU are China, India, Turkey, Japan, right? So those ones were chosen by the African Union Commission in concert with the African Union, which is a 55-member state, and they were chosen not randomly or because of political favors, because of the strategic partnership those countries have to the African Union, right? So last year, the African Union Commission put Israel as an observer without consulting the states, and this brought in an uproar, and countries like South Africa, Algeria, and many others completely disagreed and told the African Union Commission that Israel is not welcome because of their activities in Palestine, because many African countries consider Israel as an apartheid state, colonizing Palestine, right? So that is the reason why this accreditation was revoked. And that is the reason why this ambassador was removed from the African Union, right? So the Africa in general, the African Bloc, has voted against Israel in the UN when they accuse Israel of committing crimes against humanity in Palestine. And all African countries are for a two-state solution when it comes to the Israel-Palestine issue, right? So many African states were wondering, why is this country that we're constantly voting against and we constantly disagree what they do to their neighbors, right? Because they really persecute their neighbors. Why should we let them into a bloc where we've had history of that, right? So this is the reason why Israel was not welcome in the African Union Summit and will never be welcome in the African Union until it changes its behaviors drastically as it concerns to Palestine, right? Furthermore, to let you know how petty Israel is, right? As a rebuttal to this embarrassment, right, that they call it, they say that the African Union is held hostage by terrorist states that hate Israel. You know, the basic anti-Semitism, the basic anti-Jew, the basic excuse they use to anybody who's critical at Israel, at all the inhumane things they do, right? Like if anybody criticizes Israel, the anti-Semites, the terrorists, you know, the basic idiotic excuses that they use, right? So they tried to use it again So the African Union Commission is investigating how this lady got into the African Union summit, right? Because, Israel tried to use some tricks, right? Because they knew they were not allowed in the African Union summit. So they tried to sneak in the ambassador. So what they did is that they had the Israeli ambassador to the AU invite this diplomat, right, as a guest. But no, that doesn't work, right? So after being alerted by Algeria and South Africa, this ambassador was swiftly removed from the session. And life went on as usual. The African Union summit really went well, and we will be posting some more speeches, and we will be talking about what actually happened during the summit, because it was a very serious and substantial summit. And it's a sad thing that it's getting overshadowed by a country that, first of all, wasn't involved, and a country that's known to commit acts against humanity. So that has been our reaction. Please let us know in the comments below what you think of the African Union kicking out this Israeli ambassador, an invited Israeli ambassador. Let us know of what you think of the African Union Commission chairman Musa Faki's move to even bring up Israel in the African Union observer status to begin with, right? Knowing what we know about the country, right? So give us your opinions, let us discuss, and give us suggestions of this whole observer thing. Does the African Union even need observers to begin with? Should we kick out the rest of the other observers that are currently there? Thank you for watching. This has been Mekimushi, and with that said, always remember, Africa is watching.